Hey y'all, I'm Shelbie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my life. Welcome back to my living room. Let's get started. If you're new here, as I said, my name is Shelbie, and the purpose of this channel is to kind of show the general public what life can be like and is like when you have some sort of physical, mental, whatever ailment, disease, whatever you'd like to call it, meaning you're not in 100% perfect health. So I have epilepsy. I have had it since I was about 14, 15. There's never been a reason for it. I just have it. Doctors don't know why. I just do. So, but that doesn't mean that my definition of life or what defines me is seizures. I'm not just seizures. So that's kind of the purpose of this channel, is to give people a little bit of hope when they have something like seizures or just any sort of medical condition that gives them a challenge every single day that most people don't experience and don't understand. I feel like primarily what we see online is just like perfection and look how beautiful I am and look how perfect my life is. And when you have a medical issue, sometimes it's hard to relate to everyone that's just perfect because you have all these challenges that no one understands. They're not represented well online, and sometimes you kind of feel alone. So my goal with this channel is to hopefully help even just one person not feel alone and feel more understood, and to show you that life can still go on and be normal and not be defined by your medical condition every day. While some days are, for me, are definitely defined by seizures, not every day has to be. So that's the purpose of this channel. If you're new here, welcome. I hope that you get something from this. Another purpose of this channel is to show what I do to manage my seizures, which would be primarily keto and carnivore and just a healthy lifestyle. So that is why I am here, to represent a healthy lifestyle. Outside of any medical issue that's going on, life can still be great as long as you work to make it great. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. So if you're not new here, you will know that I start a lot of videos right here in this spot, eating the exact same thing basically every single morning, which would be scrambled eggs. I know it looks like a mess, but it's yummy. Today I'm having scrambled eggs. I have 2 eggs in there, and to be honest, I think I need to make it 3 because my eggs look really scrawny today. So I don't know if our chickens are pooping out smaller eggs or what's going on, but it's some weak eggs today. I had some leftover taco meat in my fridge, so I put that in my eggs. I usually do some sort of scrambled eggs with meat, so pretty much every day. And today I decided to do taco meat, and it's actually really good. It sounds weird, I know, but it works, so why not? So, as you probably know, Christmas is over, although I still have my lovely moving lights up back there. Christmas is over, but New Year's is right around the corner, which means, of course, everyone is making their New Year's resolutions and new year, new me, starting strong, blah, 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 blah. I'll be honest. I think there's kind of like a really bad stigma around them that allows people to make them feel really good about themselves and not feel very bad when they quit everything they started by February, because everyone else did too, so it's not really that big of a deal. You know, in reality, New Year's resolution, it's kind of an excuse for future failure. It's also kind of a waste of effort, because January 1st starts and we go into it making massive changes, and we can't get used to them quick enough. And by the time, a couple weeks rolls by, we've been doing these massive changes in life. After like 3 weeks, we hate it so much and we just go back to everything that we were doing before, because that is sustainable. And these new healthy changes, it's so many changes at once, they suck, you hate it. Why am I doing this? I'd rather just die early than have to live this horrible healthy lifestyle. Let's go back to what we were doing last year. That happens every time. So that's why I don't make them. But I am planning on continuing the healthy changes that I have been making for the past 5 years. 5 years ago, I started keto, and I loved it. I'm still doing it. But I've been, over time, slowly changing what I eat, the ingredients that I look for, the types of things that I'm willing to put into my diet, into my body, and, just continuing from there. The past year or so, I've been gravitating more towards carnivore while keeping in some keto options. Just trying to get to a place where I just have more meat-centered meals, more egg-centered meals, things like that, because that's what makes me feel really good. That's what keeps me going all day, gives me tons of energy, and I just feel really good. And I don't have as many seizures, so it's just a win-win all over. So, with that said, what am I going to change in 2022? What are my goals? I like thinking of it in terms of goals. So, I am planning on continuing to improve the meat-centeredness of my meals. Does that make sense? Making it so that eating a meal that contains just, drumsticks or just a steak or, things like that, instead of needing to add something sweet afterwards, just continue moving towards carnivore rather than keto. Although I think I will always be a little bit of both, simply because I live in a world where peanut butter exists, and I don't know if I can happily not eat peanut butter. I just don't think that will ever happen for me. So in reality, I will probably always be keto carnivore, but I want to move towards carnivore, less keto, because I think that will make me have more energy, feel better, recover from workouts better. And I'll tell you why that's important, because this year, I'm very, very excited about this. I have registered, me and my husband both, as well as my brother-in-law. We have all registered for Spartan Races. And if you don't know what those are, it's basically it's like a massive field set up with a certain number of obstacles. It can be muddy, it can be raining, there's probably water, tire flipping, rope climbing, barbed wire crawling undering. There's a lot of different obstacles and a lot of running or walking. And you race. And it's not really a race against other people. It's kind of almost a race against yourself, where you're just challenging the old you that might not have been able to do this and the new you that is doing it right now. And now I gotta start training for them. How a Spartan race is set up is there's kind of like your level 1 race, which is the easiest, your level 2 race, which is medium, and then the Beast, that's what they call it. And it's a 21K. I have walked 13 miles. I have never run or agility'd myself for 21K, which is 13.1 or 13.5 miles. So that will be hard. That will be at the end of the year, closer to November. I will be training the entire year to get to that point. To see, well, hopefully I can do it. My goal for this year is to get that Trifecta Medal from the Spartan Races. Because for every race that you do, you get a full medal. You also get kind of like a triangle, and it's 1/3 of a medal. And then when you do another race, you get the other third of the medal. And then when you complete the Beast, you get the third of that medal, which makes a Trifecta Medal, a complete medal. I am the type of person that, although this is probably not a good mindset, if I did 2 Spartan races and I had 2/3 of that Trifecta Medal, I would be so disappointed that I didn't do that last race. I was so close. All I needed to do was that one last race and I would have a full medal. And how much better is that than having 2/3 of a medal? Even though having 2/3 of a medal is fabulous and most people don't have that. In my head, if I only have 2/3 of that medal, it's like I quit. And I don't want to quit. I'm better than quitting. So my main goal is to get that beautiful Trifecta Medal at the end of the year. And to just really conquer a lot of the things that I was told I can't do because I have seizures. And kind of just mentally shove it in the doctor's faces when they told me, you just gotta sit on the couch and have seizures for the rest of your life. Have fun. So I guess in summary, you could say my goals for 2022 is simply to improve as a whole, continue improving as a whole. I feel like the last 5 years have really been slow, steady steps of improvement. It started off with diet, keto, and then I started weightlifting about 3-4 years ago, and now moving into carnivore, moving into agility training. I climbed a 16-foot rope the other day, which was awesome. And, I think in the end, my goal is just to become a person that I like better. Because I definitely have been through periods of my life where I'm just kind of disappointed in myself as a whole. I'm really, really excited for this year. I think it's going to be amazing. I think there's so many ways that I can improve myself. I think there's so many ways that I can improve my business. And I absolutely hope, wish, pray that every single one of you, in some way, big or small, can work on improving your own life. Fill your life with activities, memories, just things that make your life amazing. Because we only have one. So don't just set a goal that will be gone in 3 weeks. Set a goal that will slowly over time change the way your life is lived for the better. so that when you're 100 years old and you can look back and you're just like, wow, what a beautiful life I've lived. What a life full of crazy things and adventure and love and personal successes that you can just be proud of, you know? I will end that little rant there. Just try to become better as a person, as a whole, sustainably. That will never end. That's the goal. The goal is making goals that don't end. I will keep you updated on where I'm at with my goals, what I'm eating, how I'm making carnivore more prominent in my life. I will keep you updated on my training for the Spartan Races, and I will also keep you updated on how the Spartan Races are going, how they went, everything like that. So I am very excited about this new year. I've never done races like these before, and I have a lot of hope for this year. Just because I'm not making a resolution doesn't mean that I don't have hope for this year to be even better. I think that's what we should hope for every single year, every single day, really. So yeah, I am going to sign off here. Today I've scheduled running, so I'm gonna go do some running. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. This will be my last video until the new year. So I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful new year. Go into it strong. Or go into it hungover like a lot of people do. It's okay. Go into it however makes you happy. Start the year strong. End the year strong. And I will see y'all 2022. I'm so excited. Bye.